Happy Monday. I'm holding the phone right now because it's dark and my lighting situation is limited. So, it's a good day. The day went pretty much as I expected. I gave my 2-week notice, and they were my supervisor and the 50 users I interact with directly are clearly slightly bummed. So, I will be leaving on great terms, and I'm happy about the new opportunity. Yeah, so it's nice to know that you have options. And now that my income will pretty much, it won't be what I was hoping, but it will be an improvement and I will be able to live a normal life after paying down the bills I've accrued over the last few years. So I'll be able to pay those bills down continually and still have more than just food and gas money. Um, I did want to mention, I do encourage you, if you're a tech enthusiast, or if you have your technical issues, I am a paid professional. So if you have a minor computer problem you think I might be able to diagnose or resolve by voice here, say so in the comments and ask your question or give me your trouble, and I'll see if I can go live and answer it. Answer the question. So I thought about that the other day. I'm thinking, well, let's make this fun. So if you have a computer problem, ask your question or say what your dilemma is, and I'll see if I can give a technical response in a way that a layperson can understand. So I'm back in my safe space. I'm in a neighborhood I feel comfortable. Minimal lights bothering me. Speaking of which, though, the irony, there's so little lighting. I have to hold my phone today. I had a flashlight the last couple times I was over here, but it's a little precarious and it's not the greatest. So I'm thinking this position with the dome light is the best light you're going to get at this hour. So since I don't have a real studio, this is all you get. I'm glad I'm leaving on good terms with a major company. I would likely be welcome back. But I have to deal with the fact that I have the red tape of an agency in between my employer and my paycheck. Obviously, that's contractual. So the temp agency makes a buck or two off of me. Probably could be as much as what I'm making directly. So there's going to be a buyout if they wanted to hire me full time, which they suggested I might be after 6 months, which I flat out told my supervisor that I can't afford to do that. I was tactful, I was polite. He was clearly slightly bummed that I'm leaving, but being a temp means you're going to take a hit, and it is a temporary position. If you take that job, just go into it with temporary status in mind. So I did tell them my start date would be the 11th of November. And so it's only been one business day. So I haven't given my confirmation of acceptance to this other employer. So I'll have to do that tomorrow because I need to be timely, since the expected day to start is about 2 weeks from now. It'll be a new experience. It's a, what's it called? So I looked them up online. It's a franchise. That's the word I was looking for. So it's a relatively small franchise. I can imagine it's a difficult franchise to operate, because most franchises are retail outlets. You're hiring a retail wage. Hiring a retail skill set. So obviously, if you're going to run this operation, you're also having to be sort of technical, and also you're hiring technical professionals. That's a big cog in the machine in a retail environment. I think that's why they like my resume. I'm just a sole proprietor. I'm just a 5-figure earner. But they saw the fact that I was able to do what I do on my own for a dozen years, maintaining an excellent review base. So there's that. Yeah, I'm trying to be modest in the sense that obviously being a sole proprietor does not mean you have excellent business acumen. I mean, if I was making 6 figures, I'd still be working on my own, and you could pat me on the back for being a very good businessman. But obviously, I'm just a 5-figure earner. So, and obviously, I had to stabilize after strategic and maybe you could argue events beyond my control slowed me down. But yes, it'll feel good to pay down my debt. It's not a terrible amount of debt, but it's hanging over me and I don't want to screw my credit up. Oh, life can be frustrating sometimes. But anyway, I do enjoy the fact that I'm forcing myself to say hello every day because it's a little out of my element. Keeps me social. So, I took a few notes on what I wanted to talk about, including telling you I'm welcoming you to ask for technical advice. That could get fun. Oh, yeah. No, I'll save those questions for later anyway. So yeah, ask me some questions and we'll go from there. Technical questions. If you want to ask any other questions, that's fine. But I just thought that might be an idea. If you've never been here before, and this is one of the first videos you saw was the last several videos of me telling my recent story. It's a little different than this YouTube channel started out. Obviously, I started this YouTube channel out after the whole pandemic issue, and it got slow. So I was trying to stay busy. So I ultimately started filming interactions between my customers and I. Didn't go anywhere, but obviously it was not a polished offering. It was just, let's go live and have a conversation, and I'll edit out any private information later. So that's what kept me busy for a year or two, and here we are. So I decided to maintain the channel, and I'm just trying to be creative. I encourage you to say hi and ask me any personal questions or technical questions. I think me answering technical questions live after getting texted questions in the comments below could be fun. I guess that's all I have to talk about right now. So I feel better. The change is happening for the better. Finally. It's been an arduous 4 months. Yeah, I guess it's been 4 months in the state of Oregon. I mean, it still feels novel. It's a lot different. It is sort of what I expected as far as weather. It's finally started to rain a lot. When I got up here, it was like literal 110 degrees. And yeah, everyone told me it was a late start to the summer. I'm sorry, the winter. It was a late summer. So, yeah, I'm not bothered by the rain. It doesn't bother me. Obviously, it'd be nice to have those. I mean, we have sunny days up here, but it's not like Southern California. So I'm going to give my heads up for my new employer tomorrow and let them know I'm due for work on the 11th. Spiritually, I think that job is a little bit more, there's more room for growth. Because once I learn the nuances of the, am I still filming? Oh, I just got that low battery warning. Once I learn the nuances of this network where I'm currently working, I don't know that this job is going to be very challenging. beyond learning the technical aspects of the job, I don't think there's a whole lot of room to improve my technical expertise. And I think I mentioned in my other video about suggesting potential working with that analyst, and maybe he can train me to do some interesting things. I did actually mention that. So there was some conversation behind closed doors. It was probably very minor, but I did suggest that as an option. So I don't have a problem with where I am. The people are great. It seems like they like me and I like them. But I need to get a livable wage. So if I really want to be serious about it, this job is probably not the best, just because it's more humdrum. Humdrum, something like that. Yeah. So these days, I understand our parents and our grandparents had jobs that were decades long. You got a pension, you got your 20-year invested time, and then you're good. But these days, it seems like moving between jobs for not more than a few years at a time seems to be the norm. So this job, if I stayed here for a few years or more, I don't know that my technical prowess would be challenged. Other than some technical glitches, because the network's not perfect and no network is. That's pretty much it. I think spiritually I need to move on to a more challenging, a little more scary position where stability is actually not guaranteed or implied as much as this job. Oh, I'm running long. I thought I was going to run short. We're over 12 minutes now. All right, that's all I have. I'll say hi tomorrow. Have a great night.